As we continue walking and talking about the bag of manga, the school comes into view. Sachi has been fairly talkative on the way here, holding an actual conversation with me. Carrying all that manga for her was definitely worth it if it makes her that happy.
Oh, we're here already. I usually walk alone, but this is way more fun.
Yeah. While we were walking, she seems to be keeping an eye out for people, but I noticed she was more focused on me. As we enter the school, though, with more prying eyes, however, she keeps her head down and is walking on the side of the path to stay out of sight. Isn't there at least some way I can help her feel more comfortable?
If I have time, I think I'll take that same street again today. We're lucky, if we're lucky, maybe we can walk home together again? As long as you don't mind, that is.
Oh, I don't mind or anything. I like being able to talk with you, senpai.
Oh, really? I'm glad to hear it. Oh, I need to change my shoes, one sec.
Oh, right, me too. Dot 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 exclamation point. Looking ahead, Sachi suddenly slows her pace and hides behind me as if she is as much as she can. Looks like she's trying to disappear. I shift my gaze into the direction that she was looking and see a lone girl passing in front of the first year shoe rack. Her hair is dyed blonde and she is wearing a short skirt. Even though we're a ways away from her, I can see that sour look on her face. That she just looks mean.
Wait, is that Sadakawa girl?
I ask this quietly as I look over my shoulder while trying to keep Sachi hidden. You know her?
No, I've only heard rumors about her.
As I am working out a way to talk about this with Sachi, the bell rings, and the girl who I'm pretty sure is Sadakawa hears it and heads into her class.
It's a good thing we weren't in a hurry, we just barely missed her, that is. It looks like she's already gone. Sachi, you should get going too. Don't you? You need to get going too, don't you?
Sachi probably doesn't want to continue this line of conversation. I make sure Sadakawa is definitely gone, and with sigh of relief, nod to Sachi. Oh yeah, right.
Let me join you for lunch again. See you later.
Oh, okay, see you. So that was the infamous Sadakawa Rui, huh? Since I've never actually talked to her, I can't say for sure, but I can tell just from looking at her that she has like an aggressive personality.
Yeah, I think we all could.
Making friends with Sachi is good and all, but I should probably find out what I can about Sadakawa as well.
Lots of dots.
Mm. Okay. Morning classes are over and it is lunchtime now. However, it's only Tomo and me in the empty classroom today. I had planned on asking Tomo about Sadakawa based on how scared Sachi was just from seeing her. There's no doubt in my mind that Sadakawa is the one bullying her.
Oh wait, where's Kimni? Nah, yeah, she had to like do some business in the faculty room. She should be here soon. Oh, I see, perfect. Before she gets here, there's something I wanted to ask you. Huh? Yeah, what's up? Well, first, if we're only gonna talk about it until Kimni comes back, I probably won't go into much detail. I wanted to know about that girl you mentioned before, that first year student, Sadakawa. As soon as we started talking about her, Kimni got really quiet, so I figured I'd better ask about her when she's not around. You said you met her in the past? So like that's what you wanted to talk about, huh? Well, it's not like it's a secret, I suppose, but we met her like 2 years ago when Kimmy and I were in our last year of middle school. Sadako transferred into our school. And since we were in different grades, we didn't really meet her right away. but even back then she seemed like a violent person. The rumors made her way to us. So then Akemni, with her motto being love and peace, went and tried to rehabilitate her. Somehow that's not a surprise. Well, I didn't say she succeeded, but Sadakawa made fun of her for it mercilessly. Even still, Akemni refused to give up. That damn girl is so stubborn. It finally ended with the two getting into a nasty fight. Oh my god, I hope they fight again. And no one tried to stop them? Yeah, well, I rushed to intervene, but it's not like Kimya just stood there and took it. Took Sadakawa's blows. It looks like she lost her cool, and she fought Sadakawa with everything she had. It's not like anything I expected from her. What happened to her? I mean, it's not like it was just a simple squabble. Kimia had good reflexes, and Sadako seemed like she had a lot of experience being in fights. Experience. They kicked and they punched, and naturally when they started using their when they started using their knees and elbows, I had to stop them, before someone got some pudding and threw it on the floor. I would have never guessed that Akimni would be able to fight. Even I didn't know she could, and I've known her for a very long time. I saw that side of her that I never knew existed that day. Did Sadako say something that made Akimni angry? Really? I think it was when Sadako punched her the first time. She flipped a switch inside Akimni, and I guess Akimni snapped. She really snapped. So, like, after the fight, Kimni was really depressed and was like a totally different person for a while. Because she didn't win? If I had to guess, I'd say it wasn't because she lost. Rather, the fact that she couldn't change Sadakawa came as a huge shock to her. What do you mean? Kimnia is really good at becoming friends with people, if you haven't noticed. Yeah? No matter how gloomy or rebellious the person is, she finds a difference, and or how different they are. I was just like going everywhere with that sentence. Or how different they are, their interests are. The struggle's real. No matter how gloomy or rebellious the person is, or how different their interests are, Kimnia always finds a way to be friendly about it. But Sadako was not having any of that. And after that day, whenever she got depressed, it was because she'd come in contact with Sadakawa again. That's like so surprising. Kimnia always seems like the type to just look forward no matter what. Well, the old Kimni was real wimp, at least if she could try and make up with Sadakawa at some point, I think that might cheer her up, but those two are like oil and water, and I can't force her to do that. No one can. I suppose it's best to not talk about Sadakawa in front of her then. Unless she brings it up herself, then yeah, I think it's wise, at least until she has a change of heart. I think Kimni will find her own way to deal with it. You think so? Yeah, it seems like you might want to ask around about Sadakawa and Sachi's relationship. If you want, I could try asking around. See what some people say. Recent information about Sadakawa is probably more useful than information about her past. Oh yeah, man, that'd be cool. I'd really appreciate that.
I guess we're both helping Sachi out in our own ways, even if Tomo's not directly involved. I know I can rely on him for this, especially since he has a lot more connections than I do.
Akimni and I will gather any information we hear about Sadakawa, and it seems Sadakawa doesn't seem as violent as she was before, but doesn't seem like Sachi-chan's asking for any help either. So, plus, I think Sadakawa is the only one bullying Sachi-chan. One victim, one tormentor. There probably doesn't stand out too much. Most of the other students in the class probably don't really know about anything. Whatever the other students and teachers think, I doubt they know the whole story. Even if they suspect what's going on, they're more likely turning a blind eye to it. No one wants to get involved in that. So in other words, as it stands, no one's gonna no one's gonna lift a finger to help Sachi. Precisely. Well then, if no one gets involved, resolving it shouldn't be too hard. How, However, like some other students think Sachi, I'm pretty sure they're turning a blind eye to helping her as well. So, to have, God. However, the other students think Sachi, I'll just read this normally. I'm pretty sure they'll turn a blind eye to you helping her as well, as they have to Sadakawa abusing her. If Sadakawa is the only one bullying her, I think I should be able to get her to stop. That's assuming she doesn't have any of her friends in on it with her. Yeah, you probably could, but no doubt it's gonna go smoothly either. Well, Sachi has me, and I have you guys, so it'll definitely work something out. Yeah, man, I hope so.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry I'm late. Kimya calls out as she barges into the classroom, her loud voice disrupting the calm of the classroom. I'm starving. Wait, you two haven't eaten? Could it be that you were waiting for me?
Oh, right, I forgot about my lunch.
Oh, so you weren't waiting for me then.
What should I do? If I take my time eating now, I won't have time to go see Sachi.
Man, why don't you eat over there? I mean, you guys have become good enough friends with her, haven't you?
But Kimni just got here.
I was late today, so don't worry about it. Just hurry up and introduce me to Sachan already.
Fine, I get it, but thanks for everything, guys.
Everything? Kimni, who hasn't been a part of this conversation until now, tilts her head in confusion.
Yeah, everything. Anyways, I'm going.
Yay! ...
Hey.
Oh, Momori-senpai. Hello. Since I didn't eat part of my lunch, I'm able to see Sachi a little sooner, or a little earlier. Crap, I'm sorry. Oh, I totally forgot to mute my phone. I'm so sorry. Anyway, but since I didn't get to eat part of my lunch, I'm able to meet Sachi a little earlier than last time. As I arrive, I see something unexpected. At first, she's surprised to see me, but her surprise soon becomes joy as she turns... Joy as she smiles, as a smile begins to bloom on her face. Jesus, words are just real hard for me all the time. Okay. Until now, she has always had a downcast look about her, but doesn't that smile mean that she likes hanging out with me?
Oh, I did manage to eat my lunch before it came. Do you mind if I eat lunch here?
Oh, no, I don't mind. It's fine. Once again, I sit down in the same place on the steps.
Sachi, where's your lunch?
I already put my lunchbox away. For some reason, she looks away from me as she replies. Lunch breaks only just started a little while ago, so it wouldn't be strange if she was still eating her lunch when I got here. But I don't even see her lunchbox anywhere. She is, however, holding one of the manga I let her borrow, and she seems to have been rereading it. I start to feel a little uneasy. Even if she's finished eating, she should still have her lunchbox around at least.
Where's your lunchbox?
Oh, I forgot my lunch today.
Her voice has changed. Like, I keep going up in her pitch.
Now I'm starting to understand. I'm also starting to understand that she is a terrible liar.
Was it that Sadakawa girl?
Huh? Why?
Bingo. What happened?
Well, I wait for an answer, but none comes. It seems that she doesn't want to talk about it.
You don't have to tell me about it if you don't want to, but if you haven't eaten anything for lunch, right?
As I study Sachi's troubled face, I realize she thinks I'm blaming her. That'll make this harder to deal with. I can tell from Sachi's reaction to Sadakawa's name that whatever happened is definitely that girl's fault. Of course, even if she tells me what happened, it's not like I can do anything about it right now. I should worry about what's going on in front of me. Oh, no, I'm fine, really. I wasn't even hungry anyway. And I usually don't eat that much in the first place.
That's not really the issue though. Can't you buy something in the cafeteria? I mean, I can lend you money if you need it.
You don't. It's fine. I'm okay, really. For once, Sachi actually has some force in her voice. Since she's refusing to let me buy her lunch, she probably won't let me give her part of my own lunch either.
Alright, wait. I've got my lunch. You want some of that?
Huh? No, really, you don't have to.
I said it's fine. I don't eat that much either. And besides, sitting here next to you eating while you watch is just kind of rude, even if you don't want any food for yourself.
I move next to Sachi and open my lunchbox. For a moment, I worry that she will try to avoid me like she did the first time I sat next to her. But she doesn't do anything like that. She just looks a little uneasy. Are you sure? She still seems reluctant, but she turns to face me, and her stomach lets out a pitiful growl. I know she's trying to be polite, but she really can't hide how hungry she can't hide how hungry she is anymore. Just ignore that. She hangs her head, ashamed of her rumbling stomach.
That's so funny.
But she's not ready to give in. I know she's not going to relent on her own, so I put out a small piece of fried egg from my lunchbox with my chopsticks and shove it towards her mouth.
Come on, you're hungry, right?
I don't know if she's like blushing or if that's a bruise. Like, does someone just constantly punch her in the eye? Jeez. Huh? Wait, I said, Sachi looks back and forth between my face and the chopsticks for several seconds pass, but sure enough, she soon surrenders and opens her mouth.
There.
The piece, I stuff the piece of egg into her mouth, and she starts chewing and shuts her eye tight.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Great, next, open up.
He's just gonna continue to feed her. I present the next bite I've gathered between my chopsticks next to her. That's enough. I don't want you to have less food because of me.
No, it's really no big deal.
Well, num num num. As I watch Sachi meekly peck at the ends of my chopstick, I start to feel like a mother bird feeding her chick or something. I can't help but think it's a little cute. That's enough, really.
Open wide. He's just like forcing food down her mouth.
Mm-mm. I almost feel like someone else is controlling my hand. Not that I'm about to stop them. You could at least let me eat by my... Mm-mm. I'm sure this is embarrassing for her, as I keep making her eat. I notice that her cheek... Does she have cheeks or just one cheek? Cheeks getting redder and redder. She's just so damn cute. Oh, he totally has a crush on her. I mean, if he doesn't know after this, after he just forces her to eat. I've already eaten half of your lunch. The rest is yours. She finally says, staring down at her hands. Sure enough, only half of my lunch is left.
I suppose so. Are you sure you don't want any more?
Just eat your lunch. Sachi turns her flushed face away from me.
Maybe I yeah, you overdid it. Yeah, man. Just like, here, eat food. Just take it. You're cute. Oh, sorry. I got a little carried away.
No, it's alright. I was happy that you fed me some of your lunch. Wait, not like... I don't mean like literally fed me. I mean, I'm happy you shared your lunch with me.
Oh, it's okay. I understand. I wasn't trying to be mean or anything.
I know, anyway. Just thank you very much.
Oh, of course. No problem. I suppose I'll clean up the rest. Blah, blah, blah.
As I'm about to start with what's left in my lunchbox, Sachi stares at the used chopsticks.
Uh-oh.
I should have realized it sooner, but the chopsticks I'm about to eat with are the same ones I'd been using just a moment ago to put food directly into Sachi's mouth.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I forgot. That would be kind of gross, huh?
Oh no, I really don't mind, but if you think it's gross, it might be best to wash them. Don't worry about me, though.
I really don't care either, actually. If you're okay with me using them, I'm just gonna go ahead and eat.
Sure. This has gotten a little awkward. I eat my food and try not to think about it too much. Thoughts. Even though I'm trying to focus on eating, I keep catching myself stealing glances at Sachi out of the corner of my eye. She opens up one of the manga as if to read it, but I notice that for some reason her eye stays fixed on me as I eat my lunch. Whenever I look at her, our eyes meet. Her cheeks are still red, as if she is still embarrassed for me feeding her. Or is it for another? Yes, it's for another reason. You read manga. Like, how do you not know? For those who don't, I'm pretty sure that she's blushing. She's blushing because, okay, might just be a Japanese thing. I don't know. Could just be an anime thing. But, from all of the slice of lives I've seen, she's probably blushing because it's like an indirect kiss because he's using the same chopsticks he used for her. So it's like, oh, we kissed. Oh my gosh. Like, that's what she's thinking. You can't tell me if I'm wrong, but Animuhan says indirect kiss. Either way, it's getting really hard to focus on eating.
Oh, okay, I'm done.
And as if on cue, the bell rings, marking the end of our lunchtime.
Oh, already, huh? I guess we did take a while to eat. Or to force feed her.
Oh, I guess so. Let me give you back the manga I borrowed. I brought all the ones I finished.
Cool, I'll pick out the next ones in the series for you, and I'll when I see you again.
Um, thank you. I gather up my empty lunchbox and the manga and start heading down the stairs to the classroom as Sachi follows me.
Hey, why don't we walk home together again after school? If it's not too much trouble, I mean, it's nice to have a friend who lives nearby.
Sure, I'd be happy to. Her face lights up with genuine excitement, even though we've only known each other for about a week. I don't know how we ended up doing things like going to and from school and eating lunch together, but if it makes Sachi happy, why should I care about how it happened? This like reminds me of 1 Week Friends. Or yeah, I think that's what it's called. But with that's a whole nother story. There's no Cyclopses. It would be better if there were, but you know. Most of all, it's if being together makes her happy, then I'm happy too. Dots? Some more dots? Okay, we're back in class. After lots of dots, we're back in class. School's almost over. As I return to my classroom after lunch, I realize something I'm happy about, that we promised to go home together, but we never really met up. We never chose a place to meet up before we parted ways. If I waited by the gates like last time, she'll probably come by, but Sadakawa might be around. Maybe I'll take a peek into their classroom instead. As I am trying to decide, the bell rings, finally signaling the end of the day's classes. I take my bag and hurry towards Sachi's classroom. I rush down the stairs, but I reach the first floor. I can... I'm like, I keep doing that. I'm just like, I can't understand where I'm going. But as I reach the first floor, I can see that the first years are already filing out into the hallway. I quicken my pace towards Sachi's classroom. In the moment, I step in front of one of the classroom doors. Someone flies into me. The impact knocks us both off balance. As she's about to go down, I reflexively reach out and catch her.
Is everything okay?
Excuse me, huh, senpai? The student who just flew into my arms, who I am holding onto so tightly, is none other than Sachi. We both stare at each other in astonishment. Oh, of course. Oh, I love her intro music. Great. Are we gonna talk to her? Oh my gosh. Then I see another student behind Sachi, who is looking on in astonishment. Sadakawa Rui. Did she push Sachi? Sachi? Did she push Sachi out the door? Now I know she's the reason Sachi had no lunch today. Oh. Is she a shark? Oh my gosh. I'm not... Just saying, if she's mean because she happens to be like a shark girl mixture monster, is being mean to Cyclops girl because Cyclops and shark people have a feud, I'm not saying that would be cool, but you guys know that'd be pretty cool. Let's continue with our conversation with Shark Girl. Sadakawa's surprised expression soon turns into anger. She glares at me menacingly as she starts to speak. Oh, man. What should her voice be? Like, who the hell are you? Some upperclassmen? I don't know why I just said that. Uh,
Yeah, second year. Learn some respect.
but she doesn't let it get in the way of her anger. Oh, really? Then why are you in the first year's floor?
I came to see Sachi.
Oh, she's shocked now. Shit.
Oh no.
For a moment, Sadakawa looked surprised as she sizes the two of us up. She's gonna eat us. Sachi regains her balance as she separates herself from me, and then she takes a step back, retreating from Sadakawa's presence. She's not trying to run away, though. Is it because I'm here? Her eye darts back and forth nervously. Shark Girl's back. Awesome. Oh, her. We're just gonna make her drunk, I guess. I don't know. Are you, like, starting a freak show, Senpai?
If you think it's okay to force your friends into freak shows, you're really messed up. That's really pitiful.
This girl's more prickly than I imagined. Naturally, my insult just annoys her more.
This is gonna be great. I hope we fight her. I hope we punch a girl.
Oh, there's blood on her hand. This bitch. I swear. She's a shark. She's a shark person. I'm just chalking it up to that. I'm not sure if I actually got to her or not, but she pins a hostile glare on to me. Oh yeah, well excuse me. She really doesn't have any talents to display. I mean, like, dressing her up as a clown would, like, only disgust people. Of course, you're right, senpai. The insincerity, polite words that Sadakawa spits at me are dripping with venom and malice. If this is what made Akimnia snap, I don't blame her.
I think she's more suited for the role of the heroine than a clown.
Her, at best, this one-eyed thing looks like she stepped out of some fairy tale. Will become some wretched beggar on the streets.
Yeah, well, maybe she did step out of some fairy tale. If I would have guessed, I'd say it was Cinderella. Just like, yeah, she's my girlfriend. That's all I have to say, man. She's definitely plagued by something like an evil stepsister. You know how that story goes, don't you?
Oh, that's a good joke. But if you're casting parts, I think I'd rather be the fairy godmother who turns the pumpkin into a carriage, making Cinderella get run over by her own carriage. That would be a pretty neat twist, don't you think?
God, this girl's awful.
Our verbal duel continues for a while. She's wearing a vicious grin on her face, but the fire in her eyes grows hotter and hotter, and I can feel the heat in her stare. I refuse to look away, however, and it feels like the friction between our clashing gazes might set the whole hallway ablaze. Senpai... Sachi tugs on my sleeve, pulling me back into reality. Several students seem to have gathered around to watch our fight. Here I am, a lone second-year student, in front of the first year's classroom, completely out of place. I should not be drawing this much attention to myself, and plus it kinda looks like I'm about to punch a girl in the face.
Oh, sorry, Sachi, let's go.
I take Sachi's hand and turn my back on Sadakawa.
Oh god, she's gonna be so pissed.
I'm still pissed, and I want to turn around and go after her again, but Sadakawa stays quiet.
That was legitimately the weirdest fight ever. Like, let's dispute fairy tales. That's how we'll fight her.
Oh, that was so awkward. Okay.
I'm sorry about that just now. I really made a fool of myself.
We leave the school at a hurried pace, and once we're outside of the gates, we start heading home. We slow down a bit. No, it's okay. You just caught me right when I fell, and you protected me from Sadakawa-san. Thank you for that.
Hey, it's probably none of my business, but if you're having trouble and need any... if you are having trouble and you need any help, you can just ask me anytime.
Oh, thank you.
Sachi replies, after a short pause, looking somewhat puzzled.
We might have become friends, but I guess we're not close enough for her to be comfortable with trusting me with that sort of thing yet.
Anything you need, I just want to help.
Oh, okay.
By the way, it looks like the books I gave you... By the way, if you like the books I gave you, I have some more from that author.
Oh, really? I changed the subject to a lighter topic. Going home together should be more fun than this. At the very least, I want to see her smile more while we're together. I'm not thinking about how I just had that really awkward fight with this chick.
It almost hit her. I think those are the ones I should lend you next. Do you want to read them?
Oh, she's so cute! Sure, that sounds great. I'll look forward to it. So cute. As we force feed her.
Eat it.
Eat. That was so